We're live from the capital, Gaborone. This is BTV News at 9 o'clock. I am Komotso Mapani. Interpreting in sign language is Topo Taposa. A very good evening and a warm welcome to you. Let's take a look at the headlines. Government to invest 495 million pula in a project to construct more than 400 units for the accommodation of BDF staff in Gaborone. A Francistown YDF-funded consortium harvests its first major batch of potatoes. And in football, arch rivals Gaborone United and Township Rollers clash in a highly anticipated BPL encounter tomorrow at the National Stadium. First National Bank Botswana Foundation says they are eager to assist Botswana prisons with its rehabilitation and reintegration work with inmates. Representatives of the foundation and the bank revealed this at the handover ceremony of an aquaponics project to Gaborone Women's Prison on Tuesday, which they hope will impart unique skills to female inmates that can turn into businesses once released from prison. Tsorofelo Tombale.
The First National Bank Botswana Foundation is among the private sector-led organizations that have answered the Botswana Prison Service's call for help in funding rehabilitation efforts of inmates and preparing them to re-enter society once released. The latest joint project between the two with that focus in mind is an aquaponics project, which was suggested to the foundation by some of the bank's branch managers.
It gives me great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to inform you that this project is the brainchild of the three, coincidentally, female branch managers that were mentioned earlier on to support their fellow females going through a challenging time in their lives. This specific project is a combined initiative by Riverwalk Industrial and First Place branches.
So at FNB, every year, the different business units are required to do a staff volunteer project. So you do a needs assessment on the environment or the communities that you operate from, and then you come up with a project. So we sat and agreed with the team to come to prisons because of the proximity to the river branch.
The background of the project was explained.
So we sat and deliberated on the needs assessment. We then agreed to do a hydroponics project together with a fisher, one of the agri specialists here at the prisons. He was invited to our meeting and we pitched the project to him. He then suggested, instead of you having a hydroponics and a fisher, why not combine the two and do an aquaponic system?
Many hands make work light. So together we can move together. We can deliver rehabilitation and reintegration and deliver a crime-free Botswana by 2036.
The bank revealed that as a part of the project, 4 inmates and 4 officers were trained in aquaponics with the goal that they can go on and train other inmates and officers to ensure that it is sustainable and can possibly be commercialized to sell produce to the public. Tsolofela Tombale, BTV News, Gaborone.
The government of Botswana has, in its endeavor to address the critical accommodation challenge at the Botswana Defence Force camps, embarked on a project to construct 408 residential units for BDF staff in Gaborone at a cost of 495 million pula. The official groundbreaking of the project was officiated by the Minister of Defence and Security, Mr. Kagiso Musi, in Gaborone. Ingemali Moyo.
The Sarona 2 housing project, on top of addressing the accommodation shortage in the Botswana Defence Force, also seeks to retain the right personnel within the Botswana Defence Force, as this era calls for higher competition of talent. Therefore, by offering modern quality housing, will convey a clear message to potential recruits and current members, amongst others.
The government of Botswana has set clear objectives that we aim to achieve through the construction of these 408 residential accommodation units. It is a very important thing that we ensure that our men and women have decent accommodation that will allow them to do their duties effectively and properly. And as the Botswana Defence Force, we are achieving that.
This project will undoubtedly enhance morale and foster a strong sense of community among our military personnel and their families.
The project comprises of local contractors, the main contractor and 2 subcontractors, mechanical and electrical contractors, and is expected to evolve in a period of 30 months.
We offer like a secured neighborhood, and we offer like things like kindergarten, and there are new sports recreational facilities, such as there's going to be a club house type of building, which is 3-story, that offers shared like office spaces, that like coffee shops, like where people can mingle, where the members can mingle, to guarantee you that we are going to deliver a first-class project to your satisfaction in about 30 months to come. We welcome you to keep a close eye on us. Tell us where, if there's anything wrong, please tell us.
A future in the Botswana Defence Force should be seen as an attractive and rewarding opportunity for those who wish to serve and protect their country. Therefore, the project is a commitment of strengthening defense capabilities to ensure national security. Yenge Malimoyo, BTV News, Gaborone.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Defense and Security, Mr. Kagiso Musi, recently encouraged men to take a stand against gender-based violence and act responsibly. The minister was speaking at the Social Club's Mindset Change Rollout campaign in Serowe. Horata Moranyani with the report.
The Chencheng Borra football tournament was hosted in Serowe this past weekend, and it was aimed at encouraging men to join hands in ending gender-based violence, as they are the most perpetrators.
Potso e batlang re ipotsa ka bongwe ke gore wena o hakae fa masule a hupetsa lehatshe ka bokete jo bo kanakana o hakae fa bomme le bana ba tlhoka thuso le ke monokeng ya gago o le rre ke wena o tshwantseng gore o ba sireletse ka sengwe le sengwe se o nang le sone mme ka jaana borre ba kgobokane ka dipalo go metshamekong e le batshameki le babogedi go maleba go dirisa metshameko go se go araba potso ya borre gore ba hakae bone.
The Mindset Change pillar will promote stakeholder inclusion and relations towards building sustainable communities.
Tiro ya Serowe Mindset Change for social clubs ke ngwase ka isa motia se se supang ka kgonagalo ya go bopagana ga maphata a rona go dira diphetogo mo matshelong a rona re le bangwe ka rona masika le ditsala.
The Serowe Mindset Change soccer tournament of 12 football social clubs was held this past weekend in Serowe. Horata Maranyani, BTV News.
And in Francistown, YDF-funded youth consortium, Seho Saletlotlo, comprising of 24 young people, have harvested their first major produce of potatoes. The business, which operates at the Ministry of Youth, Gender, Sports and Culture Business Hub in Block 1, Francistown, was founded with a view to partake in economic development through agricultural production, Faith Ditete.
As the motive is to bring change towards the production and food security in the country, fruitful partnerships between the community, private entities, and the government is essential. These projects, if taken serious, could be a great local production hub for the country.
Releba budiredi ja MySec, rare ki youth empowerment, youth development, e na le boleng, e tokahaditsweng, a re changeng. A re piteleng e le goreng tiro e ga re dire re le nosi re leka gore re thuthatse itsholelo to stimulate economy ya ka se ke buile ka gore yone e ka kgonagala ha re ithuthatsa ka gore re bo re le rothe ba tsa karolo ba re tseneng sekolo ba ba sa tsenang sekolo ba ba ko malapeng ka ditsela tse di harologanyeng
ke ne ke ra batho maabane ke ba ra kere ba gaetso this project as community of Francistown, it can brand this town, I'm telling you. It will brand this town. Rotela ka twala go simolla ko godimo go ya ko tlase ha re ka twala rote. The town will be branded by this project.
These energetic and hard-working minds are determined to make use of the presented opportunities by government to take a lead in moving the country towards achieving its Vision 2036 aspirations. A call is made for consumers to change their mindset towards local businesses by offering productions such as Sekgosa le Toto the much-needed support.
Simologo e leeto le re tswang mo go lone le ga se le legano ke le ne le batla sebete determination and perseverance. We started this business, we call it a business now, a family business because re tshwaraganetse re le banana ba Francistown from different areas of Francistown. Re ne re utlwile mananeo a puso gore mananeo puso ke e butsa mananeo botsa di tautona wa rona a re ke emisa di border ke emisa all the vegetables batswana itimeleng. We promote food security re le ba Sekgosa le Tlotlo. We are here saying batswana re hano amogelang se re tlang ka sone.
Looking at this space ba gaetso ka ga se leng stona ka teng ke letso ya rona ke gore re bone go le go ntse go diragala gone particularly to lona banana re kopa gore a re emeng ka dinao re dire sengwe le sengwe gore re ise economy ya rona go godimo
a re tshwaraganeng tapole e rekwe go se ka ga to ke dirilweng ke batswana a go re emane nokeng a go re tsholetsaneng ha re ka iphithela dilo tse re di fitheletse ke kgonehela ha itsholelo e ka thuthahalang ya ba ya tokahala malapa le matshelo a rona a hetoga.
MySec is well vested in ensuring youth empowerment and youth development, as well as stimulating the country's economy from the middle income to a high-income economy through productions. Faithy Ditete, BTV News, Francistown.
Absa Bank launched the Absa Financial Markets Index AFMI report, which scores African countries' financial development based on measures of market accessibility, openness and transparency. Speaking at the launch on Monday, the Director of Finance and Banking in the Ministry of Finance, Ms. Itumeleng Mareko, commended Botswana for continually improving its score in the Absa AFMI, saying it is testament to its commitment to efforts boosting sustainable growth. Terry Makoeng reports.
This local launch comes after the official Absa Africa Financial Markets Index launch that was held on the 12th of October 2023 in Marrakesh, Morocco. The whole aim of this index is to establish how the 28 African countries that are participating in the AFMI can actually improve their financial markets in order to promote their economic growth and development.
The Absa Africa Financial Market Index is a valuable tool for measuring the state and robustness of financial markets across African countries. It is essential to have a comprehensive understanding of the progress being made in this area, as financial markets play
a critical role in promoting economic growth and development.
Botswana has made a significant improvement overall, ascending from the 8th position in 2022 to the 6th position in 2023, which was boosted mainly by its market transparency, tax and regulatory environment.
It is pleasing that Botswana continues to do well in this index since its inception in 2017. The government of Botswana has noted with pleasure the continuous improvement of the country in the EBSA Africa Financial Market Index to 6th position in 2023 from 8th position in 2022. Botswana's Pillar 3 on market transparency, tax and regulatory environment score improved by 9 points this year as it implemented new measures on this front.
To measure how the different countries are performing in terms of the financial markets, 6 pillars are used, which include, amongst others, market depth, capacity of local investors, and legal standards and enforceability.
To provide some framework around this, we organize in 6 sort of themes or pillars. So around market depth is really about the sort of financial products that exist. Access to foreign exchange, the second of these columns, is the price at which transactions happen. We reward countries that have more flexible exchange rate regimes. The third pillar is around some of the framework that we have here. So it's around market transparency, and that's about things like credit ratings, not only for countries, but credit ratings for corporates.
It is believed that regulators and policymakers can draw policies that can further enhance money circulation, as exchange rates that are more flexible tend to score higher in the index. Terry Makgoeng, BTV News, Gaborone.
Botswana has made tremendous strides by successfully inscribing some of its cultural elements, such as Dinkwana, Dikopelo, and the Seperu dance, in the UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage. This was noted by the Minister of Youth, Gender, Sports and Culture, Mr. Tumiso Rakgare, who was speaking at the Cultural Night for the 18th UNESCO Intergovernmental Committee for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage, commonly known as the 18.com, held in Kasane recently.
Minister Rakgare says this convention, which is held annually, is important in that it helps in the preservation of culture so that it may be passed down for future generations, especially at a time when some aspects of culture can be used as a source of income.
As we celebrate this 20th anniversary, we urge the Intangible Cultural Heritage Committees to continue their vital work in identifying, inscribing, and safeguarding more elements of this rich heritage. Each inscription is an acknowledgement of cultural significance and a commitment to preserve and promote these practices for future generations. Our collective efforts in this endeavor are more crucial than ever as they contribute to cultural diversity, sustainable development, and social cohesion.
In this cultural night, a variety of culture was on display, both international and local, such as the Seperu dance, which is the pride and joy of the Chobe district.
As we immerse ourselves in the vibrant tapestry of cultures presented, we are reminded of our intangible cultural heritage's diverse and dynamic nature. This heritage, spanning dance, music, traditional crafts, and oral traditions, forms the bedrock of our identities and communities. It is a living, breathing expression of our histories and values passed down through generations.
We thank the Secretariat of UNESCO for having allowed us to do this, for having passed the baton to us to carry on this mission for this year to do the 18.com event.
The 18.com, which was well attended and had representation from over 94 countries, further cementing Botswana's ambitions to turn into a major destination for international conferences and events. Ke a leboga yole. BTV News, Kasani.
The Assistant Case Manager at Motor Vehicle Accident Fund, MVA Fund, Ms. Buyani Chidoda, has encouraged social workers to refer patients involved in car accidents to MVA officers, as in most cases, people are oblivious of services offered by the fund. Ms. Chidoda was speaking at a social workers engagement seminar hosted by the MVA Fund in Tabong.
And the workshop sought to improve MVA working relations with social workers by providing them with a clear understanding of the functions and operations of the fund. The MVA fund provides people injured in motor vehicle accidents with medical treatment and rehabilitation costs. The fund also offers compensation for severely injured victims who cannot return to work due to the nature of their injuries.
So ha go itlela le gore mo pa go bona motho yo go khawa kana yo go isi kana yo go Hereford go gona go nna le go nna kgwele.
It's difficult for MVA to reach everyone. Hence we need the assistance of social workers since they are in every village in the country.
Ba gone go thusa batho ba rona ba ileng gore ba mo di nageng tsone. So if there is a democracy tokagalo hela thata mo di area re ntse le go re se tsene simolotse go tsala mo di social worker.
Re na le seemo sa gore le kana online le ko le direla ko le rona re ko re le kana la boipela go ka go counseling.
We've had challenges with reaching MVA in the past. This relationship will bridge that gap.
Why me re mo fa dithuso tsotlhe tse mo ka go tlelesegileng ka go bidwa jalo go tiketa DP.
Motorists and other road users are urged to exercise caution during the upcoming holidays.
And also to go go letsa dibetso a re ha re plana ni sepela rona re lebelela gore re tsa.
To avoid accidents, drivers must be careful not to drive long distances in this heat. They should rather travel before sunrise. Drivers should stop drinking and driving. Ms. Chidoda encouraged family members of road accident victims to contact the MVA fund and social workers so that victims can be provided with financial assistance and psychological care on time. She further applauded social workers for conducting home visits to ensure that accident victims are provided with proper care by their families. BTV News, Tabong.
The Deputy Managing Director of BOTSWANA, Mr. Gola Totse, has applauded employees of Joining Mine for their hard work in mining diamonds that continue to strengthen and grow the national goals of being a high-income country. Mr. Gola Totse said this at the Joining Mine Long Service Awards ceremony hosted to appreciate employees who have worked for the mine for a period of 5 to 35 years. Emmanuel Rapowa.
Joining Mine, often referred to as the Prince of Mines, has an outstanding track record of exceptional performance in mining diamonds of incredible value that are synonymous with developmental advancements of the country. The hard work, commitment and perseverance of the mine employees to work for their nation since its full operation in 1982 coerced the management to acknowledge and appreciate the human diamonds for a job well done.
I would like to once more congratulate all of tonight's recipients. Thank you for your contribution to this country first and then BOTSWANA second. What it is today is because of your hands and your brains. I urge you to continue working hard. Those who are about to retire, we salute you. Thank you for the culture of excellence. Bale salang tsaya malebela letaya khakala Modimo lo boloke.
The year of service to BOTSWANA and to the nation show a level of dedication that not all companies have had the pleasure of witnessing. And for that, we can express our gratitude. To the recipient, let me take this opportunity to thank you for your dedication to BOTSWANA. There is a wealth of knowledge and experience that you possess that I trust you will continue to share with those around you.
One of the loan-saving employee who has been with the mine for 35 years, Mr. Kebapetse Malebe, shared his rich work experience on this world's richest diamond mine.
Nagwane ke zara mo mine ka one ke 1988 ka August. Mina go ateng ya ka ba ka ulima bua. Na di thola re rola re fiela e be rola re apara sekipa dio tsa di galase eng ene di seo. Di bona ka tjeko. Ha o le re fu se permit hala nyawo siame. Minne re bereka mele maduo nantsa a tsohelana.
Betsunte ke simolehela ka go leboga dikgantshwane tse re di tletseng hano gompieno ebile ke le mongwe wa bone mme ke leboga thata mokgatla o ntsa hologa seralaha le ba nang le bone mo dingwageng tse ba di tsamaileng.
However, the success of Botswana to use her mineral resources prudently should be a constant reminder that eventually they will get extinct, thus compelling all to devise a series of viable opportunities to venture into well on time. Emmanuel Rapua, BTV News, Jwaneng.
The Chief Executive Officer of BITC, Mr. Kelutusitse Olibile, says it is important for companies to invest in their employees as that has a strong bearing on the growth of companies and ultimately national economic growth. Speaking at the Morupule Coal Mine Employee Awards, Mr. Olibile said Morupule Coal Mine has played a significant role in the country's economic development and that the success was due to a dedicated and committed workforce. The mine's general manager, Mr. Edwin Elias, said as the company wrapped up the year, it was time to introspect as a team and celebrate their achievements.
Infrastructure developments financed from the coal revenues include our roads, our cement industries, which rely on you, Makoro bricks, and tile, amongst others that we could mention. MCM, therefore, is a big contributor indeed to the country and to the country's development and economic growth.
On the success side, we have indeed done exceptionally well as a business. We have so far concluded the construction of the A14 access road and the completion of the Motewa Legacy Project. This is one of the legacy projects that we are here today. We have what we call the proto room and the lab upgrades that have been completed. Merebone jalo le plantain cha with the new parking sports core, mining, the stores warehouse construction. Leone system ya rona in cha maranyane eribitsang proto re ke maiteko a mante thata, and I would like to acknowledge everybody who has participated towards those projects.
A popular entertainment spot, popularly known as Matlapana Beach, has been handed over to Matlapana Community Trust to manage and operate. The water point by the Tamalakane River was handed over by the Deputy Permanent Secretary Operations in the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, Ms. Mamiki Kanamakau, who emphasized the need for the area to be managed by government stakeholders, including the bylaw officers, the Department of Tourism, and the Botswana Police Service. Marita Kaisara.
This is a chilling spot for residents and visitors of Mau, who often gather here with their families and friends for leisure time, more especially during weekends and festive season. This place has always been freely available for revelers from across the country, but has now been handed over to Matlapana Trust organization to operate, and will be expected to do so with the assistance of government parastatals.
La go thusa yang trust gore go seka ga tlhola go dirwa dilo dingwe tse di kgotlelang tikologo ya ko beaching. Modumo o heteletseng ke sengwe sa tsone, go ithomela gongwe le gongwe go sa dirisiwe matlwana a boithomelo ke sengwe sa tsone, ebile ke dilo tse e leng gore di ka hatla bajanala ba rona. Jaanong re le community ya Matlapana ra go kata jang di-resources tsa rona ko beaching, re sa ba hela mo go mapodisi, re sa ba hela mo go ba bylaws, re sa ba hela mo go ba trust.
Ha go tibitšitšo se se gore re molato ka gore le ha tselene le sena monga lone, trust e sa itse gore a kela lone kana yang kana council ya rena. Yaanong gompieno ga le ka tla le nna le monga lone re itse gore ke la gamang ke tsela le boikarabelo bo ka tokala bo ka oketsega. Ke gore mo ne re go dira ga short term e le gore ga ka go tsena di-holiday tsa Christmas tsa enyana re tela batho ba dirisa dikuta ba sa tsaya teta ko tourism mekoro go sena go na le di-water rights tsa water affairs be re tla re phatalatsa mme go sa nne sente batho ba tswa ga borone ba tswa go rapa ba re ba tsile beaching.
The beach is also said to be presenting a lot of business opportunities for the Maun community.
Di ba tsene le gore ne le tsa council e bogologolo a ile gore re ka batla go di dirisa re ka batla metsi gongwe trust e ka batla diphulu e ka batla eng sa go harologana gone gale le tsone hela ga re bone ra itse gore go tsenwa ga kae ga o tsena a le gore taela re dira di-toll gate kana re dirang ka re ga kolla trust le maphata a rona a moalo wa fiscal pinning gore go ka kgonega yang kone maitamo le maikelelo a rona yana
to etsa mind change gore a re hetogeng re akanye dilo ka bonako e seng mo nako e hitile re akanye gore gompieko ke eng se se ka se dira re le community gore se re tswele mosola. Ngwa dio ke di mo lebogela gore le trust tse tsotlhe o re hile 100% gore re own di trust re bone go di trust tsa rona re thusa marahe.
Matlapana Community Trust have promised to utilize the beach wisely, adding the beach which was closed will resume operation again this festive season. Marita Kaisar, BTV News, Maun.
It is time now for Khosego Nkwe to give us the latest in sports. Khosego?
Oh yes, good evening, Khonsa. How are you?
We are all green today.
Oh yes, we are all green today. More life. It's Christmas.
Matching with the Christmas tree.
With the Christmas tree, my lady, it's very important. It's the season.
You are feeling very festive.
Yes, I'm feeling very festive. More life, my lady.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please proceed.
Thank you so much, Khonsa, and greetings to you all. As she has already mentioned, I'm Khosego Nkwe bringing to you BOTSWANA Tonight sports news. And with that, let's get straight into it. In an endeavor to embark on a bold and firm plan to develop netball from grassroots level in the country, the Botswana Netball Association, in partnership with the Botswana National Sports Commission, BNSC, are conducting a netball development training camp in Jwaneng. Tlemelo Mutsusi has more details of the story.
The 10-day development training camp, which encompasses all development programs in Botswana Netball Association, has attracted 25 kids from Rababwanaha Center based in Maung and 17 from Mogodisani Senior School, as well as athletes from Jwaneng Netball Development Club.
This program that we are running here, the camp, is a culmination of what we have been doing throughout the year. We have got a center whereby kids are being trained in Maung and in Mogodisani throughout the year. We have got coaches hired doing that program in Maui and in Mogodisani. So here in Jwaneng, we have now put together the kids from Maui and the kids from Mogodisani to come and train together for a period of 10 days. And then from here, they are going back to their centers. And now our wish as the association, because we have got a long-term athlete development program that we want to roll out into the entire country. if funds are permitting, we want to open more centers which will run on daily basis.
The inception of development programs have mapped the way forward for netball development in the country.
There is a lot that we have achieved. The gauge that we use for this program is the number of kids which are well developed, that are graduating, that we can see in our national team structures, and a lot is happening in terms of. So, in August we sent about a team of 8 people, completely made of BOTSWANA and CSE, and even right now in the team that was playing in Gaborone this past week in African Netball Cup, we saw people coming from CSE who are into this program, who have graduated into our national team. So if we can have those players graduate, it means we have got a lot that we are going to benefit if we can take this program very seriously like we are doing at the moment.
The Netball Development Training Camp, which started on the 9th of this month, will run until Monday. Tlamelo Monsusi, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Now into Botswana Premier League. A gigantic battle is expected tomorrow night at the National Stadium as the Township Rollers takes on arch rivals Gaborone United in a city derby. Only a point separates the two in the Botswana Premier League log standing, and Township Rollers will be looking to increase their lead at the top, while a win for GU will lift them to the summit of the log. Lydia Puluko has more.
Township Rollers goes into the derby perched at the top of the table with 20 points they acquired from 6 wins and 2 draws. Mapalestina have lost only 1 game so far. A win from this game will see Bupa increase their tally at the top of the table. Coach Innocent Morapedi will rely on players such as their top goal scorer Mokakuli Ngele and Sogala Boy, among others, to help them achieve that.
We're not playing for the derby, we're playing for 3 points. So whatever happens, let GU come. If they are good customers, they are going to give us our 3 points. I'm saying ours because it's our desire. I'm not saying that one in disrespect. And against GU, I think it will be a good game because at least we have trained. This game gave us a training session.
Gaborone United, on the other hand, are currently on position 2 with 19 points, just a point behind Rollers. The Money Machine have won 6 games, drawn once, and lost only to Orapa United, who beat them 2-1 at Itekeng. The Reds gaffer Ponzo Moloi has players such as the informed Tatana Khamanyani, Molaudi Talifang, and Captain Mpokaswani to lead his troops to the promised land.
Ka seemo se sa laolweng ke ope re siame for motshameko wa laboraro re tla be re tsoga re heleletsa ipaakanyo ya rona ka moso, and then be re ya go emela motshameko ka laboraro. Ga rena dikgobalo dipehela tse di rileng, ga rena o pehela yo re mo misang kgotsa yo re mo thokang mo motshamekong go ela laboraro. Re tla tsoga re bona ka ikatiso ya bogelo ya ka moso ne hela go thokeng motshameko ga rona ka weekend tswa mo go yone. Ga ke dumele thata gore go ramile go tla ra mathata.
In their last 5 head-to-head matches, Meagolele have lost only 1 and won 3, including their 2-0 victory early this year, while Pupa have registered 1 win with a 1-0 scoreline. In other midweek games, Janan Galaxy welcome Masitalka, while Security Systems lock horns with Nico United, who are yet to taste their first win of the campaign at Lobatse Sports Complex. At Obed Idani Chilume Stadium in Francistown, 11 Angels will face the unpredictable Orapa United, while Holy Ghost will fight for the maximum points against Matebele. These games will be played at 1600 hours, except for the Gaborone Derby, which will kick off at 1900 hours. Lydia Poloko, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Nigerian duo Victoria Ozhem and Asisat Oshola have won big at the 2023 Confederation of African Football Awards. Nigerian striker Victor Ozhem, who plays for Napoli in Serie A League, was crowned the CAF African Men's Player of the Year, while his compatriot Asisat Oshola, who plays for the Barcelona in Liga F, won the award in the women's category. Still at the CAF 2023 Awards, South African women coach Desiree Ellis won the Coach of the Year award in the women's category, winning the award for the 4th time, while Walid Regragui of Morocco, who coaches his national team, won the award in the men's category after reaching the semi-finals with the Atlas Lions at the Qatar 2022 World Cup. Morocco was also awarded the National Team of the Year award. And that is all that we had for you from Botswana Tonight Sports Desk. Until we meet tomorrow, have a blessed night, and let's continue on rallying behind the hashtag #changing hashtag BW Minds Change. It is very vital. And with that, let me bring it back to Khomuso to give you the headlines of tonight. Khomuso.
Thank you so much, Khomuso. Until we meet again tomorrow, have yourself a pleasant evening, ma'am.
Oh yes, thank you so much, Khomuso. I'll meet you tomorrow.
That was Khosoho Onkwe giving us the latest in sports. Let's take a final look at stories leading the way this evening. Government to invest 495 million pula towards construction of more than 400 units for the accommodation of BDF staff in Gaborone. A Francistown YDF funded consortium harvests its major batch of potatoes. And in sports, arch rivals Gaborone United and Township Rollers clash in a highly anticipated BPL encounter tomorrow at the National Stadium. That's all that we had for you this evening in our news bulletin. BTV News Ikanyarona. Hashtag BW Mindset Change at a Change. Up next is the weather update.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's weather forecast brought to you by Samuel Ramotond. The following are some of the rainfall amounts that were recorded this morning at 8 o'clock. 51 millimeters at Sikwani, Police 50 millimeters at Mabalani, Primary School and Letsebe, Primary School 49 at Rasisa, Primary School 30 at Tamasani, Primary School 17 at Sunside Agric Farm, 15 at Mandunyani, Primary School 14 at Mohobani, Primary School 13 at Otse, Crop Production Office 10 at Gaborone Village Met Headquarters, 9 at Gaborone Game Reserve, 8 at Ramapatle Primary School, 8 at Khomukasitwa Primary School, 7 at Hamatlaris Farm, 6 at Mulife Primary School, 5 at Masunga Primary School, 4 at Katla Primary School, 3 at Ralekheto Primary School, 2 at Dukhunye Primary School, and 1 at Kuas Farm. Well, the current satellite picture shows clouds are visible over most areas in the northern half of the country. And this blue color shows developing thunderstorms, which may possibly thunder or shower tonight over some of these areas. As for tomorrow, isolated thunder showers are expected over Hansi, Ngamile and Chobe, central and northeast. But over southern and southeast Khatleni, we're expecting partly cloudy conditions. And over Khalagad, we're expecting only few patches of clouds to be visible. In the morning, warm temperatures are expected over most areas at Khalagadi, southern and southeast Khatleni in Kweni, with the minimums ranging from 16 to 19 degrees Celsius. But over most areas at central northeast, Chobe, Ngamiland, and Khanti, we're expecting hot temperatures in the morning, with the minimums ranging from 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, hot temperatures are expected over southern central and Chobe, with the maximums of 33 to 35 degrees Celsius. But over the bulk of the country, we're expecting very hot temperatures tomorrow, with the maximums ranging from 36 to 38 degrees Celsius. And as for some cities in southern Africa, showers are expected over Manzini, but over Maseru and Johannesburg, we're expecting few patches of clouds to be visible, and partly cloudy conditions are expected over Port Elizabeth and Cape Town. Partly cloudy conditions are expected over Antananarivo, but over Beira, Harare, and Lusaka, we're expecting thunder showers, and clear skies are expected over Windhoek. Showers are also expected over Luanda, Kinshasa, Blantyre, and Dar es Salaam. That's the weather forecast. Have yourself a good night.
The University of Botswana and